Warriors, rise. Your banks are lying to you, Warriors, and they've been lying to you for a very long time. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And first of all, I want to start out this video with an attitude of gratitude. I was just doing some praying and just really being thankful for the opportunity to come to you guys every single day and do these videos. I'm actually filled with emotion because, I'm. It's just interesting. I'm just very, 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 very thankful that you guys come and watch these videos, that I can spread this message. And today I'm actually going to do a video on my TikTok and share the story of what happened in banking and why I'm on this mission. And it'll make a lot of sense to you guys because this is a mission, not a business to me. And what I've done is I've set myself up outside of my academy for one main reason. Two main reasons. Number one is I want to build generational wealth for my family. Number two is, as a CEO of this company, the Warrior Academy, I wanted to make sure that the decisions that I made were solely for the growth of the people and my team members, the people being you and the team members being the people who work for me and are allowed to have a freedom lifestyle working for me. That was very, very important to me. That's why you don't see me shilling coins. That's why you don't see me shilling projects. I talk about the projects that I invest in, and I have people come onto my channel. Not one person has ever paid me to be on my channel. Not one person ever paid me to post anything. Everything I bring on is through wanting to introduce you to new things that I think are pretty neat. But it's very important to me to get you information that is raw, uncut, and authentic. So I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm very thankful that I have this opportunity. And why I'm so grateful is because, I'm a single father. I have a great co-parenting plan with both parents. Well, I was gone for a while, and then John's mom's gone for a while. And I have him for 14 days. But the ability to be able to be home with my son and my daughter when I can, when I want, how I want, can travel anywhere all over the world. I'm very thankful for that. And if I didn't have this platform, I wouldn't have the opportunity to do that. So I just want to start out with that. I may have lost some of you guys because you want to get right into the crypto stuff, but I had to start with that. Okay. So you can join our private Warrior Academy. Click the link down below. I'm going to keep saying this until the price goes up because I don't want people to come back and say, you didn't let us know. The price is going up in about 16 to 15 days. The reason why is we're in the process right now, daily, working with our team to revamp the whole crypto academy. You also get to go through my 120-day challenge where you will get your shit together. There's nothing like this program in the world. Subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, exit strategy for crypto, access to my crypto portfolio, access to the research team, technical analysis team, almost 5 calls a week to get you connected to the community. What else and then we're revamping the whole academy. So you're going to have a DeFi academy, a staking academy, literally classes you can go through. What is it? How to do it, and an example. So we did it all based on feedback from our customers. So we're going to be raising the price in 16 days. So make sure you get locked in. And once you're locked in, you're good to go. All right. So let's get right into it. So why do I know so much about banks? And that's the story that I'm going to talk about today on my TikTok. I'm going to share the real story of why I left the bank and the mission that I created to become free. So basically, I now operate like the banks because the banks are lying to you. My opinion, okay? They're going to tell you something completely different. Just telling you my story. Everybody has a story, but the banks are lying to you, right? We know the Federal Reserve is not even connected to the government. The Federal Reserve is an entity that was created by very wealthy people, okay? So I want you to think about 1929. In 1929, we had the Great Depression, okay? Now, in the 1929, they didn't have the internet, they didn't have TikTok, they didn't have Instagram, they didn't have YouTube, they didn't have any of this stuff, okay? So all of a sudden, somebody comes running down the road, hear ye, banks are collapsing. Everybody lines up. There's a huge run on the banks. Who do you think fudded them to run the banks? Just my opinion. Who do you think fudded them to run the banks? Just like they do right now, just like they fudge you to get out of a project, or they fudge you to go into a project, the richest people in the world. So once they fudded all the people to pull the bank, the person who saved the bank became the hero, And then the whole monetary system started over again. Then we just started this whole cycle. Now we're in the same situation right now. Now, why would they do a bank run, right? And what would be a modern day bank run? I want you to think about that. Would cryptocurrency be a modern day bank run? Absolutely. The reason why cryptocurrency, and this is a video right here that you can send to all the doubters you have about cryptocurrency. I would highly recommend you hit the send button. I probably shouldn't start out with the gratitude things that kind of throw them off, but this would be a great video to send to them because the doubters, they can't deny what I'm about to show you. They cannot deny OCC documents, American Bankers Association documents, CBA, Consumer Banking Association. I went to that school. I actually went to the consumer banking. I went to the CBA Executive Banking School. Okay. These are documents from them talking about digital assets, blockchain, cryptocurrency. And I'm just going to show you facts, figures, numbers, logic, how crypto is here to stay. The thing that we have to watch out for is how do we navigate through this and the regulation and make sure we're in the cryptocurrencies that are going to survive. So right now, like the thing happening with SHIB, going absolutely crazy. In the future, maybe 5 years from now, that stuff's not going to fly. It's just not going to fly, right? So you may as well take advantage of those things while they're hot. I'm not telling you get into SHIB. What I'm telling you is make sure in the future you're in fundamental cryptocurrencies. You have a game plan. All right, so let's jump right into this, Warriors. So we're going to watch this video right here. This tweet is from Blockworks. And it says, Director of the CFPB is responsible for consumer protection in the financial sector, has no intentions to ban crypto. This is a CFPB.
Director, as a matter of policy, is it your intention to use your regulatory authority to ban or limit the use of cryptocurrency or blockchain technology?
No.
No.
Look at that face. He's like, hell no, man. My portfolio is stacked. I got me some SHIB and Dogecoin, some XRP. I'm just kidding. All right, so we'll jump right into it. So what is the Consumer Protection Financial Bureau? We're on your side. The Consumer Protection Financial Bureau is the U.S. government agency that makes sure banks, lenders, and other financial companies treat you fairly. So right from the horse's mouth, no, look at his face. Absolutely not. We're not banning cryptocurrency. Okay, well, why do your banks act like cryptocurrencies the worst thing ever? Why do they block your transactions? Why do they shut down your card? Why do they shut down your bank account sometimes when you're trying to make those transactions? Okay, so U.S. regulators are exploring how banks could hold crypto assets. FDIC chairman. So Las Vegas, October 26, a top U.S. regulator said U.S. officials are looking to provide a clearer path for banks and their clients that are looking to hold cryptocurrencies in order to keep control over the fast developing asset. So Warriors, I've been telling you this for a year and a half, that your banks in 2025, you're going to have a central bank digital currency, a CBDC. You're going to have a FedNow wallet. You're going to have a crypto wallet, and you may have a fiat wallet, okay, or a digital dollar wallet, which would probably be your Federal Reserve wallet or your bank wallet. I'm not sure how that would look, but you're going to be able to custody your cryptocurrency at the bank. Okay. So, and the whole narrative is going to be, oh, that people are stealing your crypto, that you could lose your keys. You're going to see that narrative come up heavily in the next 5 years. Okay. So now we got this Consumer Protection Financial Bureau. We got the FDIC, which insures your money in your banks. This is the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Okay. This is a letter. Okay. The American Bankers Association welcomes the opportunity to comment on the request for the FDIC for the information concerning depository institutions. Okay, talking about digital asset markets are relatively new and have the potential to be a catalyst for change in the financial markets. Okay. Accordingly, we support the FDIC efforts to seek more information regarding the use of digital assets in financial markets and intermediation, as well as connection with settlement and payment systems. ABA encourages the FDIC, American Bankers Association, to promote responsible innovation so that banks can meet the customer's needs by offering products and services in the digital space. Okay, you can go through this right here. Okay, so let's look at this. The FDIC requests comment generally on the broad categories of digital assets related to activities described by the RFI. However, RFI does not define the term digital asset. While there is no generally agreed upon definition, the purpose of this letter will be to broadly construe the term digital assets. Okay, let's dive into here. This includes privately issued cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoins, and NFTs. In this letter, we will not address the treatment of tokenization for commercial bank money, tokenized securities, or central bank digital currencies. So they're not talking about CBDCs. They're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoins, NFTs. So you're going to have your NFTs sitting there right in your Wells Fargo bank account. But they treat it like it's a fraud, right? And your parents are saying the cryptocurrency fraud. Everybody's telling you that crypto is going to go to zero. Then why would they be doing these documents, Warriors? All right, so this was pretty cool because CBA, Consumer Banking Association, I went to CBA Executive Banking School. And so this letter here, another letter, this is from the Bank Policy Institute. Okay, the Bank Policy Institute and the Consumer Banker Association together, the association appreciate the opportunity to comment on the request for information issued by the federal FDIC, seeking input regarding insurance depository institutions, current and potential related to digital asset banks, having traditionally been in the forefront of technology innovation. And as more use cases for digital assets, the association members are evaluating. And it just goes on and on, right? So it says the importance of bank involvement in digital asset products. Okay. And their biggest thing is KYC, right? Their biggest thing is money laundering. What their biggest thing is, they don't want you to take all your money out of the bank because we know now, and they know, well, not everybody knows, but you can actually be your own bank. Okay, so we got the American Banker Association, we got CBA, we got the FDIC, we got the CFPB. Okay, now let's go to the OCC. Remember that song, OPP? You know me. So we got all these, every single financial sector, government sector is fighting for cryptocurrencies to be in the banks. OCC allows banks to hold cryptocurrencies. I've showed you this document a million times. Assets for safekeeping. Okay. The letter dated Wednesday clarifies the stance on the OCC of the Comp Currency Control on bank custody services, which have long been understood to include holding digital assets, can extend to cryptography or cryptographic keys and crypto-related assets. All right. Well, JB, that's just from the American Banker. Well, let's look at the actual OCC's website. This is the stuff I do all day. I just read this stuff. I love this stuff. But I showed you this back in July 2020. Federally chartered banks and thrifts may provide custody services for crypto assets. Well, who did this? Brian Brooks. Brian Brooks left the head legal counsel of Coinbase, became the head of the OCC strategically, right? Was there for a very short amount of time during his tenure at the OCC. He allowed federally chartered banks to custody cryptocurrency. Well, that's interesting. The head legal counsel for Coinbase leaves Coinbase to become the head of the OCC. During that time, helps them get set up so they can let federally chartered banks, your Bank of America, your Chase, your Wells Fargo, to hold your cryptocurrency. Ironic, right? And then he left, went to be the CEO of Binance US. That didn't work out. And I'm sure we'll find out very soon. He's probably working for another cryptocurrency company. So, here's the letter. I'm being facetious, but here we go. Cryptocurrencies, also known as digital currencies and virtual currencies, are designed to work as a medium of exchange and are created and stored electronically depending on the type of cryptocurrency. It may have characteristics of either fiat money or money backed by some underlying asset or claims. Fiat money refers to the instrument that do not have intrinsic value, but that the individual and the institution are willing to use for purposes of purpose and investment because they are issued by the government. Oh, that's weird. Listen to what this says. Fiat money, government issued money, refers to the instrument that do not have intrinsic value, but that the individual and the institution are willing to use for a purpose of purchase and investment because they're issued by the government. So they're just saying right there, your fiat currency ain't worth shit, basically. And we know that because fiat currency is backed by nothing, right? So this wouldn't be an instrument that has no intrinsic value if it was backed by gold. They detach us from the gold standard in 1971. They're setting us up for this moment. You know that, right? Cryptography was like built in 1989, I think it was. So what a beautiful sunrise coming up. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so now your family members are, oh, those are all the documents. Well, let's just take a look at their banks that they use. Bank of America files patent for multi-tiered digital currency wallet. This was back in 2019, guys. Okay, guarantee that they're stacking up the cryptocurrency. JP Morgan, we know that Jamie Dimon and his team, his beautiful team, and remember this, Warriors, I've been teaching you the game. What did Jamie Dimon say when I was out in Dubai? Or it's a week before, about 3 days before Dubai. On that Tuesday, he said, Bitcoin is worthless. FUDs the market. And then on Thursday, ironically, a Bitcoin ETF hits the system. JP Morgan has their own digital coin called the JPM coin. They have their own digital platform. What is a JPM coin? JPM coin is a permissionless shared ledger system that serves as a payment rail and deposit account ledger, enabling participants, JP Morgan clients, to transfer US dollars held on deposit with JP Morgan. JP coin facilitates real-time value movement, helping solve some common hurdles in traditional cross-border payments. It's like an XRP type ledger, JPM. And so what people are going to say, oh my God, they're going to take out XRP. Warriors, you have an iPhone, you have a Samsung, you have a BlackBerry. Does anybody have BlackBerry anymore? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's not going to just be one. There's going to be XLM, there's going to be XRP, there's going to be all kinds of protocols, Warriors. You can't just have one, right? So it's like, why do they have 31 flavors at Baskin Robbins? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep it rolling. Bank of America tech chief is skeptical about blockchain, even though B of A has the most patents for it. Still, the bank has 82 blockchain-related patents, more than any other financial firm, including payment companies, MasterCard, and PayPal. Okay, Warriors. So you made it to the end of this video. I started with an attitude of gratitude. I'm going to end with asking you to get your shit together. I'm asking you to get your shit together. Why am I saying this? Because I got my shit together, Warriors. 2 years ago, I mean, what was it? I keep saying 2 years ago, but I lost everything, right? I lost everything because of the damn C word. That seems like 2 years ago. I had gotten divorced. That caused a little bit. Then all of a sudden the C word, everything happened, right? So I got really, a year and a half ago, I got really poised, really detailed. No, it was 2 years ago because that's when my divorce was. And then that, divorce is ugly for anybody and financially. We made it through it, lost, we separated assets, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then I built from there. I got really poised. I took the knowledge that I had in banking, understanding the banking system, and I started acting like the banks. I started investing like the banks. I started doing what they do, Warriors. That's what I'm going to be talking to my Warriors today at the 10 o'clock call, is I act like a bank now, right? The banks take your money. They take your money and they lend your money out. The banks take your money and they put it in insurance policies and they borrow against the insurance policy. The banks are buying physical assets like gold and silver with the money that they're getting, printed money, right? Your money, okay? They're lending out money they don't have. They're making interest. They're just collecting interest, passive income. So think about that, Warriors. What they want you to do is they want you to be stuck in an auto loan and a credit card and get your good credit score. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole, Warriors. But I think we can see that crypto's here to stay. The OCC, the American Banker Association, the CBA, Consumer Banking Association. We got the, who else do we got? The FDIC. They're all fighting for cryptocurrency, Warriors. So don't believe the hype, but you do got to make sure you're in those fundamental cryptocurrency. I'll get off my soapbox. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Click the link down below. Join our private Warrior Academy. Join our free Discord, Facebook group. Also check out the book. I don't usually talk about my books. My books are out there. I have a book called Roids to Riches, Fall and Rise of a Spiritual Man. I have a book called You Must Believe Way of Life, which you get for free in the Academy when you go through the 120-day challenge. We got a lot of stuff for you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Check out my podcast, the Coach JV Podcast. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Let's go.